Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
The aftermath of every social revolution brings about change. Cultural norms and landmarks shift as our minds and hearts expand beyond the familiar. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose in the land of the living. Time to renew, revive, and restore the hope lost to the busyness of life. This is our time to dig again and rebuild from the storms of our past on a solid footing that holds. Welcome to The Foundation.
The Foundation. Foundation.
Shine, then all the other reindeer used to laugh and see him blow. So all the other reindeer used to laugh and call his name. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history. Tell that funky Christmas morn, Santa came to say, Rudolph, it's your nose so bright, get up and drive my sleigh tonight. So all the other reindeer used to laugh and call his name. Rudolph the red, you go down in the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Brandon, your company, the foundation on this absolutely gorgeous. Getting closer to Christmas now. Talk to me. We're getting closer to Christmas. Today is the 14th day. So you got what? 10, 11 days. 11 days until Christmas. Are you excited? I think you're more excited for Boxing Day. You want to go to Jungle? Y'all wilding out. It's a beautiful day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very kindly for tuning in with us. And we thank all the persons that continue to be able to sponsor the show. They are none other than Alive, Burger King, Commonwealth Bank, the Deposit Insurance Corp, Janae's Uniform Center, John Bull, Kelly's Home Center, Lowe's Wholesale, Marco's Pizza, Ron's Electric Motors, Scotiabank, and Thompson Trading. I want to thank all those persons. Let me read a little something here laid out in the front here for me. Laid out here in the front here for me from, I think it's John Bull. Elevate your festive season at John Bull's Boutique and Bahama Holiday event. This Friday, December 15th at 6 p.m. Enjoy exclusive and immersive experiences from world-class brands steeped in grandeur and extravagance. John Bull invites you to the ultimate festive soiree at their boutiques and Bahama Joy event. Immerse yourself in exclusive experiences from world-class brands such as Rolex, Cartier, Breitling, Bulgari. Is that it? Bulgari, David Yurman, Mac, Troy Birch, Tiffany & Co., Paneria, and more. Enjoy family-friendly entertainment, seasonal snapshots, giveaways, perfume personalizations. I didn't even know they did that. Perfume personalizations. Listen, This is a merry hosting. Have signature cocktails and light bites and more. Make sure you enjoy yourself with that. It's going to be this evening over at John Bull, December 15th. Enjoy that at Bahama holiday event right there at Bahama. You're going to be able to enjoy yourself with that. It is a wonderful thing. We are in the season. Make sure you go out when it comes down to these things, guys. Have a good time with that and be able to do that. Also, I want to be able to say to all those persons, these guys walked out the studio and said to me, Howard, we got some stuff that we got to do. So I think Dunkin' Donuts is going to be doing something with these guys. Junkanoo Jingle to Bay 5K, $45 for adults, children $35 adults. With one pet, $55. Santa suits provided. I got a package here for these persons, right? So if you call me today, I can be able to give you a package. This is registration packages for adults. I think we got everything here. Make sure you can be able to give me a call. And it's going to be from Arawaki through downtown Nassau, Rawson Square. Turn around at Rubis East Bay and Commonwealth Bank and return to Arawaki. So all the information's there. I think CA was them. CA Nuri and them was supposed to be able to give this out. They didn't give it out today, so Howard has it for you. Everything's here. You're going to be number 1009. This is laid out for you. I think I see a caller on the line. When my producer's back, I think he just stepped up for 2 seconds. When he's back, we're going to get this and get you guys information in there. I want to thank the sponsor of the show, like I indicated. It's Thursday, and one of the things that we do on Thursday is always kind of take the time out to acknowledge our brothers and sisters who've passed away, especially during this kind of a time that we're in. Talk to me. How are I talking, right? We're in a very sensitive time. We're fresh out of COVID. We are back into the rhythm of what happens in life and in our community and talking politics, talking growth and development, talking all these things. And quietly, there is sort of a void, right? I often think about this. My wife, she had a routine for years, for a very long time. Every day because I didn't really want to hear it. Every day she would come home and talk to her mother, right? She called her mother and just sort of had conversations with her. Hey, mommy, you wouldn't believe what happened today. And that's like an hour conversation every day. Praise God, her mother was available to have that kind of conversation. And so now her mother's passed on. And so there's sort of a void that we have there. And I think a lot of persons are kind of feeling that void, that they had someone to lean on, they had someone to share with, they had someone to sort of reflect on what the year was in preparation for the next. And that person's no longer there. It's not the end of the world. I just want to be very clear that we have the responsibility for being able to go on. But whilst we're going through this kind of a hard time, this transitional period, and if you're one of the persons who actually has to kind of put their loved one down, you're dealing with that right now. Whilst persons are putting up all their holiday decorations, you're putting up wreaths. Talk to me. You're not putting up ornaments. You're putting up wreaths. You're draping the place in black because of a loved one that possibly just passed away. If you're dealing with this right now, I want to be able to say to you, reach out to my good, decent people over at Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematoriums, right? They can be able to assist you with this. They, for years, they have put people down with class and style, that they repose the character that you would know them for in this life. So Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium, they're on Ernest and York Street. They're my good, decent, I adopted them, right? Either way, I might as well call them. They're my family. And I tell you one time, they kind of pushing it. Every time I talk to them, well, Howard, I just want you to know that we support you and we love you, and we're hoping that we get the chance to put you down. But I say, hey, I think we're going way too far. You're doing way too much today, right? The conversation is mad premature. You need to calm down, right? So they bust out laughing. But they're my good people, man, and they can be able to assist you. Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. Butler's Funeral Homes and Crematorium. They can be able to assist you. Also, Milo B. Butler and Sons has some great stuff going on. I told you that I went, I think it was Monday. Was it Monday? No, about this, right? I went there. We talked about it last week, Thursday, about the fact that they had Christmas trees. I was looking for a Christmas tree, right? Was looking for a Christmas tree and couldn't find one, not an affordable one. They had Christmas trees for $6,000. My God, that's the whole forest. Y'all wilding out, right? And I knew I wanted one, but did not know that Butler's, Milo B. Butler and Son actually had that. Went down there, reached out to my guy, Alan Butler, got a beautiful 6-foot plush Christmas tree. That thing got my house smelling so nice. Plush Christmas tree. Sit down there, my children, my son picked it out, the youngest one, Gabriel, who is actually here with me today. Please sit down, sir. Thank you so much. Right? And we went there. We had a beautiful time. We got everything taken care of. The place is actually decked out now. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous with all those things. And if you're still in the market for a Christmas tree, if you're just picking up that little thing from your check, you didn't have anything to be able to do it last time. You were waiting for December 15th when the government decided to give you your check, right? Or you're just picking up your check from the hotel on the Thursday. Whatever you're doing and you need a Christmas tree or you need anything, please go down to Milo B. Butler and Sons. That is on Blue Hill Road, headed north. Blue Hill Road headed north, right there on the eastern side, on the right-hand side as you head north. And on the left-hand side, Wesley Methodist Church. You can just be able to pull in there. Get yourself a Christmas tree, and guess what? Be decent. Get yourself a little 5-pound of wings. I know how much you got. 5-pound of wings. Get yourself some pork chop. Get yourself some chicken wings, turkey wings, spare ribs, whatever you need. He has ham, turkey. My wife, me and him round about this now. He said, Howard, I don't have no butternut squash. I said, this is butternut squash, sir. He says, Howard, that's pumpkin. I said, okay. I put the thing in the car. My wife chopped the thing open. Butternut squash. You're wilding out. So she made me a nice little butternut squash soup, right? It was crazy. This Christmas time, I got the woman working hard. She want things. So she got to work. Hey, man, I can't get away, man. Go down there, get the thing taken care of. Get yourself a little boil up. You can make a nice little boil up. This is important. This is kind of weather for it. Put your little spare ribs and other things like that in there. He got all the native stuff. If you want to be able to go down there, get yourself some plantain, throw that thing in there. He has everything laid out in there. You can be able to do that. I see he has some green bananas also. I know pregnant women like to boil that. You're all wilding out. Go down there and get that. And he also has some beautiful, nice little trinket stuff for Christmas holidays. If you want to be able to purchase yourself like a little clutch, you know those hands with women like? The nice little pretty one which you can put on your arm for church, different colors and so forth and so on, all made locally with a nice gloss on top of it. He has those things there. So go down there. And the thing is that he gave me a bottle of spirits. Now I said, I don't even drink this. So the lady says to me, she says, well, you should leave it with somebody who has drink then out. I said, no, I'll put a bow on it and send it to somebody. So we got that, and I thought it was excellent. Can I say this to you? The tree, a 6-foot plush tree. This is 6 foot. This is a tall tree in my place. And the thing cost me like $100 and some dollars, less than $120, $20-some dollars, so there, right? And I was able to purchase that. I was like, wow, this is good. Can I say to you, in comparison to where I've seen that before, that tree would have cost me almost $300. I just want to be as decent as possible. Not because these are my people, but because these are my people. I just got to be decent as possible. This is a beautiful tree. Go down to Milo B. Butler, right? Milo Butler Mart, and pick up your tree. They also have, if you are on, not Mount Royal, what's the next road name? Oh my God, the next road, right? So if you're there, right in the back of the property itself, right, they have something called the Milo B. Butler Pine Forest. So he says that they have an even wider variety of Christmas trees right there on road name. Why is it evasive? Why is it leaving my brains? Not Mount Pleasant. Anyway, I'm going to get the road's name, right? Right there on that road, you can be able to pick up your tree. It's beautiful. Not Mount Royal. The road right in the back of Mount Royal. You can be able to go there and be able to get those things done. Guys, it's beautiful, man. It's Christmas time. You want your place smelling good. You could get that. Get yourself a little sweet smelling Febreze. They get the Christmas Febreze, and your place smell nice. Nobody tell me where they get candles from. My wife orders a few candles and whatnot. It's Christmas time, man. I went out Sunday to, where was I? Where did I go? We got to go over to Kelly's Home Center to pick up a few things, to be honest with you. They're my sponsors. I want to be a shout out to them like that. And Quality actually, they supported us on several occasions, and they're looking forward to doing some stuff with us in the future. So I want to shout them out also. I got some nice little bowls, little bowls that you put on the table, put little candies in it, and so forth and so on. So I got a couple little bowls. These are things that you learn from your grandparents. I got like a little runner for the table, right? Do you do that? Are you one of these guys who just don't do any of these things? It's Christmas time, let your wife spend the money to do it, right? Got a nice little beautiful runner for the tables. Clean up my place, let my children work, and set the place up really nice, man. People coming over to your place, clean your chairs, so forth and so on. And on that note of being able to clean your chairs, I want to shout out to B5. B5 Cleaning Services. They clean your carpets, they clean your chairs. Don't let your house smell like your churning body. How am I talking? I mean, I know I push it sometimes, but I got to tell you this, man. Don't let your house smell like your churning body. My children I love them very much, but they teenagers. 115, 117. They feel like if we ain't getting nowhere today, Daddy, why we beating? It's questions, and I keep asking myself, was I nasty like this? I asked myself, was I nasty like this? I keep asking. I said, no, I wasn't. I don't think I was. I wasn't nasty like this. And I wrestled with myself. I said, where did I go wrong? So now you don't want your furniture smelling like summer. How I talking? I talking like a man. You don't want your furniture smelling like summer. You want it to be able to smell fresh, like the Christmas tree you put in the place, and you want the thing to be taken care of. Make sure you go check out my guy, Antonio Bullet, B5 Star Cleaning. His number is 455-9978, 455-9978. That's Montrose Street. Montrose Street or Avenue? Montrose Avenue, right? Right in the back of people texting me right now. How about Montrose Avenue? Montrose Avenue. So it's right there. Make sure you go check out Montrose Avenue. Milo B. Butler, Pine Forest. They have a tremendous amount of absolutely affordable Christmas trees. Can I say that to you? Affordable. If Howard Grant is saying that it's affordable, it's affordable. I have a bunch of children who like to eat food and spend my money. So I'm very, very selective on where I lose my money. It has to bring significant value in my house. And I must tell you, I went down to Milo Butler Mart. I came home in the bag. I was able to carry my little pumpkin. What he say? I tell you squash, but not squash. He tell me it's pumpkin, but he does have pumpkin there also. I was able to carry that. I carried some plantain. We did a nice little boil up. Like telling my wife did a butternut squash soup for me. My children have all the little food and whatnot. We got the air fryer. So they season up their chicken and whatnot, pop it in the air fryer. Come on, man. These children got to be independent. Let them do something for themselves. Amen? And they love it. So they pop the thing in the air fryer. Once you provide the meat and whatnot, they ain't got no questions. We do the rustic potatoes. So I ain't buying no fries. I buy the potatoes, show them how to season it up, throw that thing in the air fryer. Bomb this Christmas time. Let the children be independent, but create that source. Get yourself your protein packages. Get yourself things taken care of in those particular spaces and make that happen. Also, I want to be able to shout out to my good, decent people on Bahamas Ink Toner, Bahamas Ink and Toner Solutions, man. They are absolutely wonderful. They got some great things going on. And this season, especially those people who want to be able to kind of print out some stuff. I don't know whether or not you do the vision board, right? Do you do the kind of vision board? We started to do it. We paint it sometimes. Sometimes you print out some stuff. You want to be able to stick up these things just to be able to keep within your peripheral, within your, at eyes view throughout the year, some of your goals, the objectives, the plans. And at the center of this kind of a vision board, what we did before is just kind of put our faith, the thing that anchors us. So in our vision board, we had God. We always wanted to be able to keep near to church, near to our faith, and always keep aligned. And we did that together as a family, right? Go down to Bahamas Ink and Tuna Solutions. They are number 130. Apex, pick that thing up. 130 Apex House on Mount Royal Avenue. They have everything in there, including fragrances. Let them know that Howard Grant sent you. Including fragrances. If you're in there, these are always good stuff. Can I say that? These are always good stuff, right? John Bull popped up on my sponsor sheet today, and so I could be able to say to you, I always go down to John Bull and get a little, you know what they have there? They have this kind of an Antonio Bandera. You know Antonio Bandera. Antonio Bandera, right? I have that cologne. I had every single one. They got black, they got power, they got all these things like that. And it's extremely affordable. Bahamas Ink and Solutions, they also have this. Bahamas Ink Toner Solutions, they also have these great fragrances. And you ain't spend over $50. You pick the thing up, you slap it in there. These people smelling good. Talk to me. That's all you want to do. You smell good in Christmas time. That's all it is, right? So you go there, you pick that up, little stocking stuffer, right? Stocking stuffer. Just to let people know that you're thinking about them, you can be able to do that and take those things up. Also, John Bull, which is Starbucks, right? I just want to be as decent as possible when I put these things out there to you. Starbucks, you can pick up your little gift card, your little $5 card, your little gift book, so forth and so on. Slap that in the stocking stuffer or buy one of the cups and you could be able to give this. These are great gifts, man. These are great gifts. Just to let people know I'm thinking about you. Not that I want to date you. It's too much. I think you do too much with the gifts. You're trying to spend too much. Calm down. I was only thinking about you, sir. I knew at one point things changed for me when my grandmother gave me material and a blanket. No, she gave me a Bible and material for Christmas. I said, my God, things will never be the same, right? Don't be like my Grammy. Just get yourself a little cup, slap the little couple $5 chain things in there, let people get a little something hot to drink or whatever the case may be. Let people know that you're thinking about them during this particular time. Go down to Unique Motors and Tires. Also, my guy Antonio, all those persons down there on Soldier Road, opposite the Old Trail Liquor Store. Affordable tires in this season. Is that your gift to yourself? Make it your gift. Make it your gift to society. We're sick and tired of you sliding, almost hitting our car. You need to stop. And one of the conversations we need to have is there needs to be more cleaning. This 9,000 people that we're seeing on the road, Ministry of Works, Ministry of Works, 9,000 people sweeping on the side of the road is not enough. Someone needs to get up at least twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, if only, or Mondays and Fridays, however you want to do it, and get one of those big trucks and clean up around the roundabouts. The sweeping trucks that you use after Junkanoo on Sanders Beach, that sand is wild. Okay? Clean that up. Out there on Arawak Key, that stretch right there where things continue to be able to come in, clean that up. On the roundabouts, when people are turning the car and all that sand and debris in the road from the big trucks, clean that up. That's probably what the taxes should be for. You should tax these big companies and whatnot that is taking these big dumpsters and ensure that you have the funds available to clean up around these things. You can't stop. Your vehicle cannot stop. If you're moving and you're turning those corners, next thing you sliding off the thing, man, clean that up. That's just a little sidebar. We're going to be able to talk about those things as we go further. Get yourself your tires from Unique Motors and Tires. To the fact that you're already sliding on the road. If it's wet, you don't even know what to do. If painting the road or an oil slick or whatnot, you're getting in problems. Please get yourself your tires. They are absolutely affordable. Unique Motors and Tires, they got everything available for you. Make sure you do those things. And last but definitely not least, I want to be able to shout out my people at AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers. They are good, decent people. Number 407 Blue Hill Road South. They got everything laid out there for you. You can be able to get yourself all manner of insurances and things taken care of in those particular instances. So go down there, reach out to them, let Ethric Bow know that Howard Grant has sent you from the foundation. Get yourself insured. If you got a jitney, if you got a taxi, if you got any of these things and you want to be able to get yourself taken care of as it relates to insurance, if you just get some plates for some SDs, if you get yourself your little scooter, whatever the case may be, you're trying to figure out what's more affordable. Man, I got half, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. Reach out to Ethric Bow. They do in-house financing. In-house financing. Somebody talk to me. So you ain't got to break the bank. You could still be able to buy the little children, a little something nice and take care of them in those particular instances, and you ain't break the bank. go down to AFS agents and brokers, insurance agents and brokers. They'd be more than happy to assist you in those areas. Just let them know that Howard Grant sent you and you want to be able to get taken care of. Your birthday coming up in January and you want to be able to get taken care of, do that. Also, I want to let you know that they are looking for, they've been looking for someone to be their bookkeeper. I think they just sent me this information. Let me read this here. So they say AFS Insurance Agents and Brokers Limited, help wanted bookkeeper for New Providence. They're looking for the information, requirements, good attitude, ability to attend work on an on-time. This is always funny to me to see how Ethric Bro kind of lays this out, right? Because he's looking for specific people who are enthusiastic about work. So if you're one of those persons that's enthusiastic about it, please hit him up. You can WhatsApp him 424-1205, 424-1205. He'd be more than happy to be able to assist you and put you down. He says he wants good oral communication skills, good personal presentation, and persistence. This is what he's looking for. Good writing and reporting skills, good thinking skills, good reading skills, familiarity with cloud computing. Listen, he's looking for you guys. If you're out there, you're looking for a job, you want to find something new, reach out to him. He'd be more than happy to assist you in these areas. Guys, I want to be able to talk about some things today. I know that this is, I had a couple people hit me up and say, Howard, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. This is season. This is the season of giving. So I'm not going to fight you. I'm not going to fight you. Georgette Gardner, Georgette, I call your whole government name on the People Radio, right? Call now. The number 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259. Anywhere from the family of islands, 242-300-5720, or hit me up 422-4796. Georgette, hit me up now and talk to us about the Fox Hill Festival Committee, in conjunction with the Fox Hill Community Center, presents first annual Community Give Back Initiative. It's a free giveaways, including lunch, groceries, household items, clothes, and the whole nine. It's from Friday, December 15th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Fox Hill Community Center. You could be able to give them all the information. Man, y'all should have called me 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I'm on the radio during that time. That would have been a great time to do a live. Georgia, give me a shout, and let's talk about it just a little bit more, what you guys going on. If you have something going on, an initiative, a community initiative that you want us to talk about, please hit me up, 422-479, or myself, and the number is 827-0111, 827-0111. Please tell me what happened to the direct decorations for the Western area. All the roundabouts empty except one. Why? Why? Where's the $500,000 gone to, Howard? It's a text coming through. Where did the $500,000 go to, Howard? I'm not going to fight you guys, right? Montrose Avenue, Howard. I'm listening in on your show, right? With my uncle. All right, no problem, right? Montrose Avenue. Yes, we talked about it. Montrose Avenue. I could not forget. I could not remember that thing, right? Also, some guys are saying, happy Thursday, Howard. Does Milo Butler have the fruits for the fruitcake? When I was in there, I only can tell you when I was in there. When I was in there on Saturday, picking up the tree, right? We did the whole tree thing on Saturday. I only saw just the regular fruits. I didn't see anything for anything else. Call them though. Reach out to them. They're on Facebook. They're down there. If you're in the area, just stop by. You'll see a great deal of things that you can just say. If you shop at Super Value, there is a brand there in Super Value package. Oh, okay. No. Well, this is something different, right? So let's see if we can be able to see exactly what's what. Right, guys, the lines are open. If you want to be able to talk about these things, I want to do that today. I want to talk about, more specifically, entrepreneurialism. And let's take this course. Let's take this course and this chance and this opportunity to talk about how business should look in this country. Not the facade of business, not this concept and idea that's relegated into a small sector or corner and say, here, you Negroes go over there. This is where we're going to be able to play. We want you to be associated or give you the perception of association, but not truly for entrepreneurialism. I want to talk about this. I had a significant conversation last night about this perception and idea of an unyielding and unpliable. It's steadfast in this nature. It's kind of a stiff-necked nature, an inability to change, not because of the industry itself, but maybe because of the minds at the helm of the industry. I want to talk about the tourism model, do some things like that. At the 1:30 hour, I think today, we should definitely be able to have Ian Thomas being able to sit with us and have good conversation from direct marketers as we can be able to talk about these things. So let me take this quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. The lines are going to be wide open if you want to have a good conversation with us this Christmas season, baby. Let's make this thing happen.
J&J got what you need for everyday skincare. For that smooth skin, got Neutrogena, Aveeno Clean and Clear. We got Listerine that's gonna keep your breath fresh and clean. For all that you love, I'm gonna tell you what you need. Johnson & Johnson, Children's Motrin, Aveeno, Johnson, baby. Johnson & Johnson, got Benadryl, got Tylenol and Bengay. Johnson & Johnson, Lubriderm, Imodium and Visine. For all that you love, I'm gonna tell you what you need. Johnson & Johnson, proudly distributed by Lowe's Wholesale.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. Is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
Janae's Christmas Wonderland with the best selection and prices in town is open under the Big Tent. Get 20 to 50% off selected Christmas decorations. Restrictions apply. Trees in pink, frosted green or white in a variety of sizes up to 15 feet. LED and laser lights, tree ornaments, lighted angels and Santa tree toppers. Bright, unique and lively colored Christmas balls. Garlands, wreaths, ribbons, bows, snowflakes, puffs and blankets and much more. Add flowers, picks and decorative mesh to brighten up your home or office this holiday season. And don't forget the toys at Janae's Chesapeake Road. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. WhatsApp 817-3295.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, the foundation in this Christmas season, being able to talk about a few things, guys. I want to thank you so very kindly. Next week's convincing, talk to me. We're talking to Dwight, and I feel like the Christmas halo is over him. Talk to me. I don't know whether another 3 ghosts has come to visit him just yet for him to change his mind and be able to allow the grace of the season to fall heavily upon him. We're going to go live. We're going to go live from the Edmund Moxie Center next week. It's going to be Kazimu and I just being able to talk about these things. We're going to go live all day, first on Facebook, and then we're going to go live from the center from 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock next week, God Spare Our Lives, to talk about this kind of a giveaway we're doing. Now, things are still wide open. If you want to make your commitment, if you want to be able to do these things, please give me a call. I need you. I need you. You need me. We're all, see, I don't want to get preachy with you, and I don't want to get singy with you. I just need your help. Give me a call, 827-0111, 827-0111. Make a little small donation, a little small commitment. That's all I need from you. Nothing heavy, nothing heavy. We're going to try to do our best to feed all we can. We have identified 200 families that we want to give some groceries to, and when we get some things taken care of, we can be able to give them some meals on that Christmas. I feel like we're going to do this thing annual. So if you're in this position, if you're a corporate person listening to us right now, pencil us in for next year, God Spare Our Lives, to be able to get on your list. Because I called in a couple of people say, Howard, man, you call so late. Our budget is already gone for $10,000, right? But don't let me stop you. If this is something that you want to be able to do next go round, pencil us in. Pencil the foundation in, pencil Howard Grant in, because this is something that we want to be able to do as we continue to be able to move forward here in our community. We recognize that the poor will always be amongst us. And sometimes this is just a transition. Hold 1 second. Hold 1 second. I don't know why my son is making so much noise. He's wilding out here. I told him, come hang out with daddy today. He just got a little candy curl in his hair. I'm, a little road. He's doing a lot. So for all those persons, man, I believe that this is what it is, right? There is always going to be poor amongst us. Whether that's a poor mindset, whether that's poor living conditions, whether that's poor language, whether that's whatever it is. They exist. And there's no need for us to kind of relegate them to the space of nothingness. I believe that we have our responsibility to help. I don't believe that we're placed in this kind of position to do it for ourselves. That's just me. That's just me. Everybody don't see it the same way. Everybody don't see it the same way. Whether that's government or the private sector, some people just look at people as lazy. That's just what it is, right? And I know that there are circumstances and times that we can identify people as lazy. This guy was just as big as me when I first came to Nassau at the Golden Gate Shopping Center, right? I'm in Nassau by myself. Now, this is when I was heavy on chicken. Like, I would eat like chicken all day. And I went there to get some chicken at the Golden Gate Shopping Center right there at the chicken spot, right? Praise God. No, they ain't on my list. At the little chicken spot right there, right? At the edge, at the end. And so I'm walking in there. I'm walking in there, and this guy, just as big as me, no shoes on, size 13 and a half foot, big fellow, sitting on there. I look at him. He look healthy to me. His foot ain't wrap up, ain't nothing wrap up. He just, his clothes, maybe, he could use a little refresher or not. Nonetheless, I go on inside. He asking me, boss, you give me something to eat? I said, excuse me, sir. Me and you the same size. Up and get something to eat. I don't know how you could be homeless or whatever the case may be and overweight at the same time. This oxymoron. You need to fix this. So I understand you. I understand that every time we can give to everyone. But I don't want to put everybody in one bucket. I want to be decent. I don't want to say to everyone, this is how you live it. I just want to be decent, right? There are some people who are in a bad state. There are some people who are in a bad state, man. Bad state. And if we give consideration to how we live, you can't put that on everybody, man. Your mother ain't teach everybody. Some people, mother made them dependent relentlessly. They don't know what to do. I heard stories about people who would stay in one spot. The last place they saw their mother passed away. I watched movies about this relentless dependency that's been poured into their children, man child, woman child, right? Poured into their children. And after they pass away, they don't know what to do. How you could be 45 years old and calling your mother, Mommy, you know what my passport is? Listen, this is a lot. I'm not in your business. I'm simply saying dependency is real. And though your mother gave you a very clear understanding to get your education, get yourself presentable, put yourself out there and be able to pursue something, there are some parents that just hasn't done that. I hate to say it, but if we're looking for sort of not necessarily a utopian society, but a productive society, we're going to have to take on these things and be able to do what we have to do. We're going to have to get back into mentorship. We're going to have to get back into the big brother, big sister thing. We're going to have to get back into education, adult learning. We're going to have to get back into these particular spaces and change the mindset of our community. It's not going to take 400,000 people to do this. It's going to take some people who are committed, that you've been called for more than just being able to sit in this space. Talk to me how I talking. I talking good, decent? You've been called for more. This is what you do. Shout out to Ms. Culmer in her particular capacity for being able to assist with the national disabilities. And this kind of a selfless thing, this service to people is bigger. Talk to me. It's bigger. And once you find that you're good at something, once you find that you're good at this particular thing, You will never go hungry a day in your life once you start giving back. Can I say this to you? You will never go hungry a day in your life once you start to be able to do what you've been called to do. That's it. Okay? Lose this kind of an idea about what other persons are doing. That ain't helping you. That ain't helping you. Let's get ourselves out of this and move forward in this space. Let's take a quick commercial break again, guys. Got to pay some bills. It's Christmas time. Going to be right back after this.
Baby, you surely treat me nice. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas. I feel like I'm in paradise. I feel mighty fine, yeah. I got music on my radio. I feel mighty fine, yeah. I got music on. I feel like I wanna kiss you, standing beneath the mistletoe. Santa came down the chimney, 3:30 on. Left all them good old presents for my baby and for me, ha ha ha. Merry Christmas, baby, you surely treat me nice. For all them good old presents, I love you, baby.
Tis the season, Bahamas! Marco's has a treat for you and your family this holiday season. Order now 2 large, 1-topping pizzas, plus your choice of cheesy bread or center squares. But here's the real gift. A free 2-liter Coke soda, all for just $33.50. Unwrap your joy at marcospizzabahamas.com. Every store, every day, the Italian way.
Get ready to jingle all the way to Christmas with Fidelity's festive giveaway with over $10,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs. Apply for a loan or open an ASU savings account for a chance to win big. Visit any of our branches for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Questions. What's your name?
Pam.
Favorite food?
Steak.
Beer or wine?
Wine.
Is your money safe?
It's under my bed, so I guess so.
Are you serious?
Yeah, why?
Unless your money is in a bank or credit union that's a member of the Deposit Insurance Corporation, there's no guarantee it's safe.
Yeah, but what if something happens to the bank?
Your Bahamian dollar deposits are insured up to $50,000, so you'd still be ahead. Plus, your mattress might catch fire. Then what?
Man, those banks and credit unions are looking good right about now.
Visit the DIC's website at www.dic.bs. Protection for your money, guaranteed with DIC.
This Christmas, open the door and smile with Colgate-Palmolive's holiday promotion for a chance to win 50-inch 4K smart TVs, Lenovo 15-inch laptops, and Samsung Galaxy S21s. Promotion runs from October 19th to December 17th, 2023. Purchase any 2 Colgate-Palmolive products. Brands include Colgate, Ajax, Palmolive, Speed Stick and Lady Speed Stick, Irish Spring, Suavitel, Fabuloso, and soft soap at your favorite grocery store or pharmacy. WhatsApp a picture of your receipt with your name and telephone number to 558-0659.
Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Put me a diamond ring.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company, the foundation. Somebody texted me just now and says, Howard, I going down there to Milo Butler Mart. Is it on Milo Butler Mart or is it on Blue Hill Road? You could get it from either location, right? I went to Milo Butler Mart. And I picked up my tree from there. So they got trees at that location, but they have a wider variety over there on Peter Street, right? Is it Peach Street or Peter Street? One or the other. On Montrose Avenue, you can be able to pick that thing up. It's called the Milo Butler Pine Forest. So you can be able to pick that thing up. And somebody texts me and says, Howard, if that tree costs $450, when I reach there, I'm going to be texting the show the entire Christmas about that $450 tree. I promise you. Well, I don't know how heavy your pockets is. I don't know if you need a 10-foot tree. I know they had the 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, so forth. And I got a 6-foot tree. So I got a big tree, 6-foot tree. The same 6-foot tree, I was at certain places with my decent mouth, I won't say. And the tree, the fella say, it's for $295. $295? I didn't fight him. When I went over there, my good, decent people, I ain't spend $295 for all the meat I get. Talk to me. I get meat. I get all these things from Otto Butler Mart. Go down there and check the thing out. Just check it out. If you see a tree costs $450, let me know. Take a picture of it also. I'll send that right to Alan. What are you doing, sir? Those things are absolutely affordable. I just want to be very clear with you. Those are absolutely affordable. You could reach those things. And ain't break the bank, and you'll be able to do it. Somebody text me and say, Howard, you're all still buying tree, what you got to burn up? Excuse me. If the tree up until February, what you can do afterwards? You might as well just chop it up and just, you know what? You could actually chop it up and make like a little mulch, you know. I know that you could, my mother used to have like this little fragrance bags. You remember that? The potpourri stuff? She used to have those things. You can do that. There's a little, what's the thing called? Like a little concentrated perfume oil thing that you can kind of drip on it and retain that scent for the entire time. You know, you can do those things, right? So chip wood, you can dye it, you can do the whole thing. I think people do that locally also, but, they never call me for Small Business Thursday. I'm not going to fight them, right? But there are great opportunities. Go down there and pick up your Christmas tree, man. These things are going on. Guys, I want you to give me a call, 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4259, anywhere from the family of islands. Not getting through. Try this next number. Try this number, 323. Try this number, 325-4316. 325-4316. I know that you want to talk to us about what's going on in Fox Hill. Make sure you do that. 325-4316. This is Fox Hill Festival. Fox Hill Festival. I know you want to be able to talk about those things. Please give me a call so we can talk about those things before we get out of here and find out exactly what's going on. Call me and so we can find out exactly Fox Hill. But I want to talk today. When we come back on the other side, after we have these good conversations, I want to talk today. And can I tiptoe into politics? We don't have much time this Christmas time. I didn't have a chance to get to watch the news last night because this is Christmas season. Now, outside of what keeps swinging on my telephone, as it relates to, you get the little notification, as it relates to what happened in Yellow Elder. 2 men were shot dead in Yellow Elder yesterday, leaving Mount Moriah MP Michael Barnaby in tears. I watched that. I did see him crying. His eyes were red about these particular things, and he started to talk about how he knows these guys personally and how this thing is just, heart-wrenching to him, right? I didn't really get into the news itself. Why? Because we was watching Christmas movies, baby. It's Christmas time. We didn't get a little hot chocolate. My baby sitting down, we watching Christmas movies. This is what we're doing. I'm not going to watch news all year. So I didn't get a chance to see my mouth drop when I read the papers this morning. Ingram, rebels want new leader. When I saw that thing in the Tribune this morning, getting my coffee from my spot, I couldn't believe it, right? And then it says, the Guardian actually starts to talk about Ingram, no urgent need for convention. Former Prime Minister says that the F&M rebels want leadership challenge. This is absolutely bananas. And can I say masterclass again? Masterclass again. We've just finished talking about this kind of a concept and idea about the fact that the Free National Movement needs sort of a refreshed and renewed, revived course of action. People just started calling us yesterday, having a conversation about the fact that the only persons who could pull this together is Minnis and Ingram. Just last night, before I jump in my house, because I do my best, I sit in my truck and I'll talk to you all. But when I get in my house, I ain't talking. Don't call me to have no long conversation, but no politics. I done for the day. I here with my family. Is that bad? No, I with my family. Don't fight me, right? I talk to you right up until I get out of my truck, right? So I was in the truck until, riding, doing my thing yesterday, went to the barber, getting, the little Christmas cut, Christmas season. And so I had several conversations that says there are only two leaders that has that level of trust and people feel comfortable with them moving into this kind of a position. And this was Minnis and Ingram from the Free National Movement. And just so happened that both Minnis and Ingram in the papers together. And Minnis's book, I don't know whether or not it's appropriately themed, but his book that actually spoke. See, y'all calling. I got 2 seconds left. Let me see if this is my girl from Fox Hill. This is heavy. This is a lot of stuff. Let me see if I can take this telephone call. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hello.
Hey.
Listen, I just called you. Got 2 seconds left. If you was on the right track, tell you talk about only Minnis and Ingram.
I telling you what the people tell me.
He ain't totally spent yet. But Minnis, the main people finish with Minnis and they for them. So whatever you smoking or that pine tree,
this ain't me.
Tall, but this ain't fine in it. You sniffing plenty stuff. Don't
I said this was the conversation I had. I didn't say I said that.
I trying to fight you today.
You fighting me?
Dr. Minnis. You were interested in Dr. Minnis.
That's an uppercut. I didn't say this.
You ain't said that, but you say.
When we come back, we can talk about this. When we come back, we can talk about this.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Listen, I want you to give me a call. Also, somebody else text me and say, Howard, he is done. You all be wilding out. Is this thing like on just like, did you have that kind of a prearranged? For text, y'all wilding out. Let's be clear about this. I told you this is the conversation we had yesterday. And I was impressed. And extremely intrigued to see Minnis and Ingram shoulder to shoulder having this sort of a candid, like an improv conversation about their relationship, about their position, about the Free National Movement's position, about this course of action for the future. Now, I dare say, this conversation alone could possibly be the Christie conversation. You remember when Christie came back with Hat and Hat? This could be the reintroduction of something bigger. My God. Quick commercial break, and be right back after this.
Merry Christmas, baby. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM, Nassau, Bahamas.
Find our soul and pursue our purpose for the greater good of all, for country, for humanity. There comes a time when we must manifest our true greatness. Yes, there comes a time, and that time is now. So let's get down to the essentials. The essentials. Serious radio for serious people committed to advancing the national conversation.
The Essentials with Hubert Edwards, Thursday nights live at 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Guardian Radio 96.9.
This is your host, Valentino Brown, inside the inner city. Join us as we continue to tell our stories, challenges, talk about the history, and share our hopes and dreams. Tune into Inside the Inner City on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. And remember, the place in which I fit will not exist until I make it.
This is Guardian Radio, 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Oh, girl, I love you and I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me. Merry Christmas, baby. You surely treat me nice. Bought me a diamond ring for Christmas. I feel like I'm in paradise. I feel mighty fine, yeah. I got music on my radio. I feel mighty fine, yeah. I got music on my radio. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like I wanna
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. 96.9 FM radio. Howard Brandon, your company, the foundation, live and in full effect. I still got, this is for the Jungle to Jingle to Bay 5K. Jungle to Jingle to Bay 5K registration package. Here's for you. You got your Santa suit. You got everything laid out. CA think it's absolutely hilarious. He says, Howard, I think you should join and you should be a Santa. This is what overweight people have to endure in life. It's too much. Do you think all fat people just want to be Santa? This is wild. And so I asked him, I said, CA, if you're indicating to me that I should be Santa Claus, should we give you a call when Zedness starts to play Roots relentlessly? That you can play Kunta Kinte? Is it fair for me to say that? He laughs, I laughs, it's too much. Come and get your stuff taken care of. Jungle to Jingle to Bay 5K. Jungle to Jingle to Bay 5K. Santa suits provided. Call my producer. The thing's here for you right now. The registration package. You can be able to do that. Now there's a two-part thing that I had a conversation with last night. Right? I tell you, I don't talk when I get my house. I ain't talking. So a private call popped up on my phone because I am a decent man. I answer these things. Now, my wife, on the other hand, when she sees private call, it don't matter. I said, baby, what's the one that you're in? They are fine. They know how to reach me, right? I said, but baby, you got to answer the phone? No. Me, on the other hand, I like this sort of, the thrill associated, but who could this possibly be? Oh, my God. Huh? You have to hide your number? This is exciting stuff. And so I answered. Answered the call last night. This had to have been well over an hour conversation. I was in SuperValu shopping, picking up just some quick stuff. My wife wanted to cook something different last night. She didn't. She said, you want some tuna? I said, baby, don't like eat tuna all year. You think I about to eat tuna for Christmas? I say, make some shrimp Alfredo or something. Let's make it. She said, oh, my God, you're talking. I got to talk. So I went and I picked these things up. So now I get this telephone call, and they start to talk about some stuff. And poignantly, say, Howard, you didn't open up the lines yesterday. You talk your guts out, but I wanted to be able to lend something to what you said. I said, okay, let me hear it. I said, so we went back yesterday to talk about, oh, Lord, and today is Small Business Thursday. I'm not going to fight you, but you can give me some time. It's Christmas time. And these things are happening rapidly. I have to say something about it. Don't fight me. It's a beautiful day. Praise God. We ain't dead. We're still here. So we popped the paper open yesterday. It says, Pintard claims PM in battle in the PLP. And then right under him, it says, Prime Minister, we must do more on climate fight. Now, the Prime Minister, Brave Davis, said if climate change is really an existential threat, then many leaders believe it is, then now is the time to go all in on the fight against. Otherwise, the world will be faced mutually assured destruction. This is what Davis addressed students at the wider community at St. John's University, at St. Benedict's College and Collegeville in Minnesota on Monday during the 17th annual CSB SJU Eugene J. McCartney lecture series, okay? So this is the Prime Minister taking on one position, and Michael Pintard in his position and capacity as leader of the Free National Movement take on the exact same position. Now, we pontificated existentially, significantly yesterday, and I gave all manner of soliloquy and talking about one concept and idea and gave analogies and all these kind of, I tried to put significant color to it yesterday. I'm trying to make it poetic and, I did that yesterday. But the long and short of what I was saying, somebody else's business. That's what the paper showed me yesterday. You worry about everything else. I ended it and surmised this. And I want to bring it back home today. I tried to be able to pull it all together as a carry away for you to be able to hold on to and bite into. I said to you that my wife is a beautiful little thing, sweet little thing in the can. I know fellas like her because I like her. I said that. I say, I know fellas like that. But what kind of man would I be if every single day, as we try to be able to break down what we went through today, that I have to ask her over the 23 years, how much man tried to talk to you today? What kind of question is that to be able to place before a woman who I love and who loves me? There's a very clear understanding that there's a commitment here. And unless and until there is some friction that indicates otherwise, this is a strong bond. This is the analogy that I gave yesterday. There is no need for me to ask her what was going on externally on a day-to-day basis. She knows what the objectives are. She knows what our commitment is, and we don't have to do that. Michael Pintard, on the other hand, is consuming himself, or is being consumed, rather. Let's just be decent with that. With external events that doesn't have anything to do with the leadership he's been called to. We gave an analogy yesterday how he was called. He is the Esther of this political generation. He has been called for such a time as this. It is time for him to take up this leadership position and push forward. This is what the conversation was yesterday. We went on for the Prime Minister Brave Davis being able to wag his finger yet again at world leaders and their importance of being able to identify their strong positions, so forth and so on the decisions that they make in their subsectors with sovereignty that exists in their jurisdiction, being able to speak into their jurisdictions about what they need to do. On a strong, very familiar to what Mia Mottley has done. But I dare tell you, oh my God, I just get preachy quickly, and this Thursday, let me just be decent. Mia Mottley has found significant momentum within geopolitics, not only because of her fearless nature. There is also creativity. She has been the forerunner in many instances. There is a fearless notion associated with her, and it's perplexing to many of the traditional concepts and ideas of what politics is, both traditional in your local capacity and geopolitics, global politics. Okay, let's do this. If you want to go to all women who served in various capacities, anytime they did something of significance, it was touted with great, people just look at it and say, wow, I can't believe that a woman actually did this, because traditionally it doesn't necessarily happen. Okay? If we want to dissect what Mia Mottley has done, we can be able to look at other subsectors of culture, of politics in various cultures and whatnot, and see that it's been done before. However, from a small island nation, as a woman taking on these significant risks, it ended up she in the front of times. Our Prime Minister is being able to kind of mimic and reflect this. And it is not working as well. Because we need to grow our economy, physically, economically, and otherwise. And we didn't vote for none of these people. That's what my conversation was yesterday. We didn't vote for none of these people externally. You need to govern here with the time that you have, because time draweth nigh. Got to govern here. Okay, so this is my point yesterday. The conversation that I had led me into this. It started to talk about the word for the PLP. The word for the PLP is display. The PLP needs to display, leadership needs to display its commitment to the Bahamian people, or else you will have a problem come to. There has been significant commitments made to the Bahamian people via a beta. It's a beta testing. West Grand Bahama was a beta testing. It's an isolated testing to know whether or not this will work in the body. That's what we do. We beta test. We come up with a concept, a theory. We actually apply that theory to a small subsector, a segment of whatever this thing is, and just test it out. This is beta testing. The Bahamian people are watching the hundreds of millions of dollars that has been promised to West Grand Bahama to see whether or not we can trust this Prime Minister. This is a beta testing. This administration, this New Day administration, needs to prove itself to West Grand Bahama, which essentially is proving itself to the Bahamas. I could tell, on the conversation yesterday, I said, I can take you to rubble that existed in one spot and hasn't moved from 2004. in West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini. I could take you to rubble that sat there for almost 20 years, that went through a PLP administration, an FNM administration, a PLP administration. Almost 20 years Obadiah Wilson sat in this particular capacity. Then Pakeisha Parker, I cannot fight her. I cannot fight her. Not because she's a FNM, not because she's a woman, not she's my cousin, not because she's from 8 Maroc, not with none of these things. I cannot fight her because there is no way that she could unweave that kind of a proverbial yarn that has been woven and knitted and knot in West Grand, Bahama for the 17 years that Obi Wilshkin was in that particular seat, especially in his seniority as position, the promises that he's made to the people of West Grand, Bahama. She did what she could do, which was not enough. Now she's gone. So we ain't talking about Pakeisha. There is rubble that I can take you to in West Grand, Bahama that has been there from 2004, from Francis and Jane. There are roofs that have not been fixed. There are places that people moved out from. There are places that is still desolate from 2004, 20 years later. This Prime Minister comes in and makes all manner of promises to West Grand, Bahama. And Kingsley only could do is drop his mouth and open his eyes wide and pray to God that this Prime Minister does what he says he can do, because he knows 2026 is coming. It ain't going. It's coming. And he knows, as a West Grand Bahamian, that these people have endured a great deal of suffering for a long time, and they will not hesitate to let him loose. This had nothing, listen to me, he could have been anybody. This was the first time in my history in life that a dog, proverbial dog, literal dog, could have been in this seat and no one even looking at him. The promises that the Prime Minister has made surpass the MP. And that's heavy. That's too much. The entire party, they might as well put West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini in the office of the Prime Minister. He can need Miles LaRoda. He can need everybody to be in West Grand, Bahama. They might as well put their office there for the promises that was made to West Grand, Bahama, and Bimini. And the conversation that we had last night is, if they don't display, because people tired of the talking, nobody into that. If they don't display whatever they say, if they don't make that come to pass, the Free National Movement had a division that they call the delivery unit, right? This is for deliverables, right? Their responsibility was to be able to remind the administration from a political standpoint what they were supposed to do, so forth and so on. That delivery unit didn't work out well. It was a good concept, good idea, but not good execution. And I don't know whether or not we blame that on COVID, whatever it was. The delivery unit fell down. But the concept was genius. I thought it was a good concept. Okay? There needs to be a delivery unit for West Grand, Bahama solely. And then another delivery unit for the Blueprint for Change. Solely. Because this will be the hill that the PLP dies on based upon the promises that they made in 2026. Can I say that? Is it okay to say that? Okay, that's one. The FNM's prompt word that we came up with in this conversation last night was convince. Michael Pintard needs to convince young voters and the populace, the voting populace, those dormant FNMs who seek to be able to get back in the organization and participate. He needs to convince them of his leadership capability. Not that it doesn't exist. Not that he doesn't have a time. This is just theory. He lives in a space of theory. This is theoretical. Everything is theoretical right now. He needs to convince people, and that convincing cannot come with an external example of what other people aren't doing. You need to convince me that you can do it. That's it. That was the long and short of the conversation. And then popped up, boom, this morning. And I can give you subsectors and examples of the display of how these things are going to work. Entrepreneurialism, off at the top of the hour. to talk about how this concept and idea of entrepreneurialism is not real. The PLP has an opportunity to create to carve out a real space for entrepreneurs. Okay, the SBDC that continues to be able to create these roadblocks. I can't say roadblocks. These stop points. Let's call it stop points, right? I think that's better, right? There's sort of a checkpoints on this road to your entrepreneurial success and your independence through your business. They create these are important checkpoints, but nonetheless, it funnels you, bottlenecks you through this course of what entrepreneurialism is. And that model has been applied in every subsector, even in the private sector. They say you have to go through this course because no one really believes that you're educated enough to do your business. Can I say that? Is it okay? No one really believes, if they're looking at the numbers of this country, they don't even believe that you know how to read. They put everyone in one bucket to say all y'all is D. And so they create this course that if we can give you our money, we can do these things. You have to go through this particular course and travel this course, which is a wild thing to me. Everyone is whipped with the exact same switch of what the perception is for the community. And active of being able to identify and dissect whether or not these people could be able to get money. Now we can get deeper with that and say and ask questions as to whether or not it's our hue. Because there are many a man who come in this country and speak with a foreign accent and has been given and afforded an opportunity to be able to get loans from the banks of the Bahamas, from the banks that exist within the Bahamas, is what I mean, and ran off with money. I can give you example after example of these things. And we can't get $30,000, $50,000. We got to go through hell, high water, and a bridge to be able to get these things. Entrepreneurialism is a facade. It's just like this concept of democracy. It ain't really real. It's a version thereof. The PLP has an opportunity to be able to open it up significantly. What we've seen over the years is, let's just take Bahama. Bahama get acres and acres of property from us, the Bahamian people, given all this opportunity, this concept and idea. The government gives Sarkis Ismailian this letter. He goes off, does everything he does, shops this idea, identifies the funds to be able to fuel this idea that he has, and we have never been given the opportunity to do the same. Honest to God, I could do the same. I promise you from here to God. I know 20 people that could do the exact same thing. Do is give me a letter. I give Howard 25 acres of property to do this, this, and this. He has to be done by this particular time. The government supports him in this. I could go off and come back with a major project talking about PPPs. But you want to do it for the foreigners. Entrepreneurialism is not real. The opportunities for entrepreneurialism that we've seen in this country for far too long is you being able to give us a slither of property and say, hey, listen, we've created a couple shacks. If you guys want to be able to rent that, you can do that. I think that's bananas. I think it's absolutely bananas. The PLP has an opportunity to change that now. They have an opportunity to change that. Let's just say you take 50 acres of property in Nassau and create Entrepreneurville. Let's call it the Eville. No, I don't like Eville. It's too much. Let's fix it. The Entrepreneur. Right? We can figure out the name, okay? It's a working, okay, we can workshop the name. We can figure out what the name is, okay? We're going to go fight that night. So we find 50 acres of property. You sublease the property. You chop it up, boom, 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 boom. The government gives you an opportunity to be able to get these things. Now you get 2 acres of the property. Now you get an acre of the property, whatever. So there's 50 entrepreneurs, or you break it up. However you break it up. The government gives you an opportunity to develop something in this particular space. You sublease that, boom, 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 and now you go on to bed. They support you by giving you act. Now you could go shop that all over the world. This is not real, what's happening in the country. The PLP can fix that. But they have to display that. And the FNM has to convince us. Michael Pintard has to convince us that he understands the progressive approach of what needs to happen in the future, incorporate that with technology, and open the borders. Just like in 1992, when the airwaves was open, now you have to open up a great deal of things because real money is out there for us to be able to reach. But it seems to be just a little out of our reach.
just a little out of our reach because of the confines that exist in our society. So this is the conversation that we had. And now to be able to see what was happening in the newspaper this morning, I believe that this was a master class again. Can I say that? I'm going to say that. I believe, my God, y'all ain't want me to talk like this today. I believe that this was another masterclass that we've just watched from Hubert Ingram today. I believe it. Now the masterclass, see, I'm going to be decent. I'm going to be decent. I won't be decent. The prior to a book signing and took full advantage. He took full advantage of what existed in that space. We got to talk about these things. My guy Ian Thomas is here. We can talk about direct marketers. Let me take this quick commercial break. Guys, I know you won't be able to. Let me take this telephone call first. No. I got to take a break. Let me take this quick commercial break, and then we get back with Ian Thomas right after this.
Every day, countless Bahamians fall asleep hungry. But by working together, we can change this.
AML has committed $20,000 to provide nutritious meals for those in need during the holiday season.
As the holidays approach, help spread love and hope by supporting AML's 8th annual Feed 5000 program.
Donate today at any Solomon's, Fresh Market, Crossrite, Exuma Market, and Domino's Pizza.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready to catapult your business into the spotlight? Introducing Guardian Business Boost.
Ignite your success, and it's absolutely free to join.
Did you say free? Yes. Free Guardian Business Ticket to unprecedented visibility and growth. The Guardian Media Group is committed to helping the Bahamas prosper by creating new opportunities for small businesses who are the key drivers of that growth. How does it work? It works by first registering your business with the Guardian Business Boost at thenassauguardian.com. Then each month, Guardian Media will pick and boost 5 businesses with 1 month of free ads across our multiple advertising platforms. The Nassau Guardian newspaper, website, Guardian Radio 96.9, Star 106 Hits, and all social media platforms. Catapult your business into the spotlight with Guardian Business Boost. Sign up for free today at thenassauguardian.com.
Spice up your taste buds this season with the new Jalapeno Rodeo Burger at Burger King Nassau. Each bite of the Jalapeno Rodeo features a classic flame-grilled beef patty, pepper jack cheese, crunchy fried onions, and a spicy jalapeno kick, topped with barbecue and chipotle sauce, served on a soft potato bun. The Jalapeno Rodeo Burger is even tastier in a combo with our new half C's, half onion rings, and half French fries with a drink, or cool it down with the new and delicious Creamy Floats collection at Burger King Nassau, where taste is king.
Champ, baby girl, cable guy is here.
Since the very beginning, you have been with us.
This is called wave, and this is called the internet. Okay. Right, so
for over 2 decades, we've been with you every step of the way.
Weebo is total class. Look at her go. She's in front.
My fellow Bahamians and residents.
So yeah, times as our valued customers, but some connections stand the test of time. Rev, we're with you.
The Grand Bahama News is available every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian. You can buy your local paper at Freeport Convenience Stores, Western Bakery, DeGregory's Fine Foods, and Bellevue Gifts. Now is the time to reach your Grand Bahama market with affordable packages, including print and digital. Call GB News sales representative Kavandre at 822-6717 or message him on WhatsApp for ad rates. Classified ads are now available every Tuesday as well. Keep up with everything Grand Bahamian every Tuesday in the Nassau Guardian.
You've tried everything. ASUS with your mother's cousin's sister's auntie, and even hiding your money under your mattress. But is your money safe? Your Bahamian dollar deposit in a member bank or credit union is insured up to $50,000. If anything happens, your deposit up to the insured value will be returned to you thanks to Deposit Insurance. Visit Deposit Insurance Corporation at www.dic.bf.
Protection for your money guaranteed with DIC.
Towards the heights of the season, Scotiabank wanted to give the people a lift for mom, dad, and kids. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan and unwrap the perfect Christmas gift. Fix your home, buy new appliances, or go on vacation. Scotiabank is giving holiday cheer. Win an all-access for 2 to Miami for 3 days and 2 nights when you apply for a Scotia Plan loan from now until December 31st. Enjoy low interest rates and no payments for up to 2 months. Unwrap the perfect Christmas with Scotiabank.
Deck the halls with paint from Kelly's House and Home. Shop early for all your paint supplies during the holiday fix-up sale now through December 24th. Save 25% on house and spray paint and 20% on paint supplies, except on net items. Our selection of paint colors is a delightful way to spread holiday cheer throughout your home. From December 1st through 24th, we're open Mondays through Saturdays from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Shop Kelly's Holiday Paint Sale going on now. Happy holidays from Kelly's House and Home.
Guardian Radio and the Foundation are on the move.
Bahamas, this one's for you.
SBT, Small Business Thursdays. Every Thursday, the Foundation with Howard Grant will highlight small businesses throughout the country, far and wide. Your products, services, prices, and personality. We want to hear it all. Get your 30 or 60-second advertisement heard on air at a fraction of the cost. We here at the Foundation understand the times and don't want you to be left behind. With Guardian Radio, you reach your specific demographic and it is unmatched.
We reach thousands daily.
Get your products off the shelf and your services in their hearts. Small Business Thursdays with the Foundation, only on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. For more information, call 302-2300 or the Help Me Howard line at 827-0111. SBT. Small Business Thursdays. Get your...
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, 96.9 FM radio. Howard Grant and your company. You know, we got Ian Thomas in the house right now. We were supposed to be able to talk about some things. He got some stuff to do. I open up a can of worms. The lines are lit up. We're going to be able to talk about these things. But Ian brought my son to talk about some things. Ian, say hey to the people.
Thomas, direct marketers. I just came by and I was like, Howard, I'm going to come on the radio tomorrow because since your time is limited.
First thing tomorrow morning.
Right. And then I see this little kid in the waiting room and I said, who's this handsome little guy? And he says, that's my son. So I said, get inside here.
Tell him what your name is.
Hi, I'm Gabriel Grant.
Yo, Gabriel Grant. That's it. Man, I like that, man.
Gabriel Grant.
Gabriel Grant in his house.
Gabe, tell everybody you want to be able to say something on the radio.
I want to say something on the radio.
Go ahead.
You want to say your joke, right?
Yes.
Go ahead. Let me hear this joke.
Why to the sports car? Ready to spin?
Why did the tornado? What did the tornado say to the sports car? What was it again?
Ready to spin.
Ready to spin.
Okay, so tell the one with the hog now. Tell the one with the pig. Let's go. Let me hear that. And then you got to go.
Why are pigs the worst drivers? Because they hog the road?
Because they hog the road.
All right, y'all get on the studio. Y'all get on here. Bye.
Where do you come up with these things?
It was great to see you.
Oh, my goodness.
Be talking serious stuff. Guys, have a beautiful day.
Hey,
It's a beautiful day.
Man.
It's Christmas season. I can see you tomorrow, Godspeed.
Say they hog the road. You guys kill me.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, you see how things is working out. Praise God. Fix up a microphone. Let's go there because I got my lines lit up now. We're going to have to talk like this, all right? My God, we didn't change the whole course of conversation. Let's go to the lines. Lines are lit up, guys. 323-6232, 325-431-6, 325-4259. Anywhere for the family violence, 242-300-5720. Or hit me up, 422-4796. Lines are wide open. Let's do the thing. Go ahead. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead.
Hey, good afternoon. What are you doing?
Anton, my God, you've been the first one at the gate. I can't fight you. Go ahead.
Look here, I go to fight you right a bit. Boy, Albert, let me tell you, you on to some very heavy conversations. And let me tell you, Albert, in this country, after what I saw last night on the news and what's on the Guardian's front page this morning, we are also in for some very exciting political times heading into general election 2026. Let me tell you, Howard.
Isn't it
some
exciting?
I mean, Howard, you get me good, Howard?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
The former prime minister told the former prime minister that he is the reason he was able to attain everything he did politically. My God, Howard.
Mm-hmm. This is heavy.
Howard.
Yeah, go ahead.
These people, they playing chess, my brother.
I'm
They
trying to
playing
tell you,
chess.
this is a master class that we just see.
They are playing
Anton,
chess, my brothers.
Anton, this is a master class that we saw this morning. And if ain't nobody observing what happened, Hubert Ingram took the time out and gone take a book.
Yes.
The Power of Determination. He went there, smiled, he did everything he did, and simultaneously, bam, Hubert Ingram would normally say, I'm not taking any questions. I'm not going to answer today. I came here for the book signing today. But he answered questions today. Blew our mind.
Look here, Howard.
Blew my mind.
Howard, this man is a serious strategist.
Now, what did he do? What did he do, Simon? Did he put Minnis in a position where Minnis had to answer for any speculation, any idea, anything, and Minnis didn't answer for that. And Minnis blew my mind also because I didn't know he was this sharp. He's sharp.
Listen up. He is very sharp, Howard. Listen up. Michael Pentard, Mr. Michael Pentard, opposition leader, you better watch out, sir. You better watch out politically because the moves are being made. And if you see those wounds that will open up could be healed, my God, the fight is over before it even starts. The fight in the FNM is over before it even starts. You hear what I say, Albert Grant?
No, I hear what you say. No,
but you know what? Let me start right. Good afternoon to yourself. Good afternoon to young Mr. Gabriel Grant.
Yeah, he going.
And good afternoon to the nation. Howard, you had some serious topics this morning, my brother, and it is my absolute pleasure today to weigh in on your conversation. However, the PLP is the government. Philip Brave Davis is the prime minister. And the watchword for the prime minister and the PLP government, demonstrate.
Mm-hmm. They got to display. They got to demonstrate. Yeah.
Demonstrate. Demonstrative. Because they are the government. We are the ones, we are the farmers with the gun, as the saying goes. Mm-hmm. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Here's another saying, Howard. But you know what? Let me say this first and then I get to that saying. The watchword for the FNM, convince.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the convincing has already started. You saw it last night with that move that former Prime Minister Hubert Alexander Minnis played out publicly with former Prime Minister, the Michael Jordan of the FNM, Hubert Alexander Ingram. The moves are being made right before our very eyes for those who can see what is happening. Howard, those are the two influencers in the FNM. Don't mind what nobody else got to say. The record speaks for itself. Those two are the influencers. The moves are being made. Now, Howard, I hear my Prime Minister, Mr. Davis, who I support wholeheartedly. During my trial, Howard, I'll share a private bit of information. One-liner. During my trial, he went before the now retired Supreme Court Justice and said that it makes no sense if the grass is green and the cows are starving. Did you hear me, Howard?
I agree with you.
If he said in the court, it makes no sense if the grass is green but the cows are starving. The justice, I'll end right here with that. The justice response was, my God, Mr. Davis, what am I supposed to do with this? I have before me who could most likely be the next prime minister of the country, of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That was an astonishing moment for me during my trial, which I later went on to win. Howard, getting back to what I'm saying. You can hear me clearly, Howard?
Go ahead. Anton, the line's lit up now. You know, I didn't open up the mic.
I know. I can rush it through. Just for the sake of conversation, I can rush it through, Howard. Howard, we have in the PLP all the opportunity right now in the world, because we are the government, to rebuild whatever goodwill was lost, to regain whatever confidence was crushed. We have the opportunity to empower Bahamians in a meaningful way, my brother, in a real way, because the grass is green, as Moody's and IMF and the local statistical institute is stating. Lowest unemployment in the last 15 years, in the last decade and a half, right? GDP.
But the
GDP,
cows are still
the best
starving.
it has been in at least 5 years.
The cows
right?
are still starving. 8 million people come to our shores. 8 million people come to my show.
The cows, Howard. Let me finish it up by opening up a little further, Howard.
Go ahead.
Look here. In that hotel sector right now, if anyone has an idea of what those heads of agreements take, they would appreciate why I speak so passionately and confidently when I say to you, tens of millions between each major hotel, hundreds of millions annually is being spent. How much of that is remaining with businesses in this country? Billions of dollars are being spent.
Anton, I can give you 30 seconds. You got 30 seconds. Let's go.
Okay. Billions of dollars are being spent with the 8 million tourists, who is now the record number for tourism in our country. How many new businesses has come on stream? How many multi-millionaires has been created? These are the kinds of conversations we need to have. As it relates to our investments throughout the Family Islands, how would we got to get the structure right? We can no longer go into what happened or go forward with matters like what happened with the Prince George Wharf, where only if you had $50,000 lying around somewhere, you could have invested and get real beneficial shares. How would we got to share this wealth up in this country?
We can stretch the conversation out.
Thank you for the opportunity, but God bless.
That's no problem, my brother. We can stretch the conversation out tomorrow, right after we finish with right after we're done with deeper into it tomorrow. Let me take a next telephone call. Call on the line with us live. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. You on the line with us live? Go ahead.
Yes, Howard.
Hey, what's up, C. Allen?
Yeah, just a quick thing. You know, you say that all of the things that Anton spoke of and that you spoke of, right, is absolutely possible. Mm-hmm. But it requires the competence to speak the new language. Mm-hmm. You went to the Artificial Intelligence Conference, and as bad as you may consider it, understand it's just the tip of the iceberg of possibilities that exist today.
I do.
We are now into DeFi, that allows financing. We're now into fintech. You know, I'm not one to support giving away any more Crown land. I believe in leasing it because I believe the Crown land doesn't belong to any one person to give it to. It belongs to all of us. Mm-hmm. And I have, you know, how does I believe? Let me give you your 50 acres, but Howard Grant must come back in person in 99 years to renew it. Not his children, Howard. Okay?
I don't think I could be here in 99 years, but okay.
Yeah, that's the point. It'll be an opportunity for somebody else to have an opportunity because the Bahamas will exist for hundreds if not thousands of years. And this is why we have to have a concept of the sovereign wealth fund and the way it truly should be set up. But let me just speak about the concept. Today, Howard, in fintech, you can do it right now in fintech of raising money outside of the country. The guy here in Freeport for his Keyplex or whatever is doing the same thing in the U.S. And so the problem in the Progressive Liberal Party speaks the language in spite of their platform, their blueprint for change. Saying it, no one to speak the language. So in 2 years, why would you deny your children, if you as a father, an opportunity to fast and grow? Like you said, the grass is there to grow and whatever else. So two things. Either they don't know what to do or they don't know how to do it. Because these things are now, there are 29 laws that is needed for us to transform the economy. That's not new laws. That's modification and accommodation of new laws. Not a single one of them has been tabled as of today. The problem is
send me them. Because it sounds like you got those laid out. Send me the 29 laws.
No. They're not going in the public domain. They are part. What I'm saying is this. You know, like how they pay millions of dollars to these same consultants, right? Yeah. If the government of the Bahamas is spending $60 million a year, $80 million a year to surround the Prime Minister with people, and other people on the outside have the answer, what sense, Howard, would you give me, if you would have found out
Kentucky that has the formula? But this is the concept.
Huh?
This is what we're saying, that the Prime Minister... Okay, so Brave Davis has done some stuff, in my view. He's done some stuff that I thought that ministers would have done. I never expected former Prime Minister Perry Christie to be able to do these things because he talked about the bridge, but his back was turned to the future the entire time. So I never really expected it from him. I expected Minnis to do it. Minnis never did all these things. And he could do it.
No, see, Howard, this is where I said to you about having first knowledge. When you have three combinations that you have, you can't even have two. You must have about three for it to be executed. I'm saying to you is that I will give this to a leadership that I have confidence in. And I'm sharing it now with that leader, Mr. Michael Pintard. So I'm saying to you, I begged and laid on my stomach and knocked at the door for the leadership of the party that I supported.
You laid prostrate. You laid prostrate. This is what you're doing.
And they have no idea. They don't want to hear. They don't want to engage me anything else. But they would pay someone, and they've done this on Grand Bahama, a significant amount of money. I can send you the picture, and the person came to me to ask me for the plan.
That always happens. That will always happen. That will always happen. Consultants do not know how to navigate your shores.
Right. And so, like I'm saying to you, Howard, Eden Mary Johnson knows exactly what it is that it is. And she's given hint to it in her podcast and whatever, and she can be tested. Because those around me, the next generation of leaders that I'm preparing, once given the opportunity, will do what we've been promised. And I am fighting to make sure that if it isn't done in this term, that it will be executed and be part of a comprehensive plan of the incoming Prime Minister.
I appreciate you, my brother. I got to take this quick commercial break because I got to be able to pay a couple of these bills. It's Christmas time. Producer, let's go to a commercial break, and we can be able to do this right here. I see these things. I see the lines are still lit up. I don't know. I open up this kind of a can of worm, but the lines are lit up. Let's be able to do these things. Small Business Thursday. Let's talk about the business of the country. Let's talk about the business of the nation and whether or not this is productive. I don't necessarily want to get into the business of politics, but let's talk about the business of productivity and growth and development in the country in these last couple seconds that we got. Quick commercial break. Be right back after this.
Buying special Christmas is here, and all roads lead to Bahamas Welding and Fire. Get the best selection and prices on Christmas indoor and outdoor decorations, ornaments, trees, ribbons, flowers, and lights, just to name a few. While there, check out the appliance combos, ductless AC units, generators, household supplies, Junkanoo and craft supplies, and a whole lot more. Our friendly staff is waiting to roll out the red carpet just for you. We ship to the Family Islands and even deliver locally at no additional charge. Bahamas Welding and Fire, located on Wilton Street. We've got everything you need this Christmas.
Towards the heights of the season, Scotiabank wanted to give the people a lift for mom, dad, and kids. Apply for a Scotia Plan loan and unwrap the perfect Christmas gift. Fix your home, buy new appliances, or go on vacation. Scotiabank is giving holiday cheer with an all-expense-paid weekend trip for two to Miami for 3 days and 2 nights. When you apply for a Scotia Plan loan, enjoy low interest rates and no payments for up to 2 months. Unwrap the perfect Christmas with Scotiabank.
Great news! Ron's Electric Motors' new location on Cowpen Road, right next to Island Luck, is open Saturdays and Sundays. So for those needing repairs on electric motors, generators, welding machines, water pumps, battery chargers, electric lifts, transformers, and power tools, Ron's Cowpen Road location can have you up and running on weekends. Don't forget, you can still visit Ron's Electric Motors on Wolf Road and Claridge Road, and now Ron's new location on Cowpen Road. Dial 356-0249 or 323-5267.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Let's come right in and be able to do these things. We only got a couple seconds left before we get out of here. I want to read this text. It says, "Hey Howard, why did you say that Pintard needs to convince us that he is a leader to win the next general election?" I didn't. Listen, don't construe these things and don't kind of scribe what you desire on the pink carpet in my mouth. I didn't say that. Okay? He doesn't need to convince you he's a leader. He is the leader. He needs to convince you that his organization, with his leadership at the helm, with him as the leader, can move you into a direction of real growth and development. That's all this is. That's all this is. I don't need to no longer pontificate about whether or not I believe that he can. I believe that he can. I believe that he is the proverbial political Esther of this time. He was born for such a time as this. The question is whether or not he believes that. That's the only thing. Further on to your text, it says, did Minnis convince us prior to 2017 election? Yes, he did. He says, in fact, he was the only prime minister that actually was able to convince us. We believed in him. Whether it was the contrast of you saying that, oh my God, well, these lawyers destroying the country, we got to give a doctor a try. Now, what he did with that try is a whole different conversation, right? So it says, he was removed as leader of the opposition prior. What about Brave leadership and Bamsey and the Minister of Works and Renwood Wells signing the agreement? Brave was unaware. None of our last two prime ministers proved anything regardless leadership before we elected them. I disagree with you entirely. I disagree with you absolutely entirely. And whether or not you want to be able to take subsectors of what happened and the subclause of these particular things and try to create a narrative and spit and sell that to me, I disagree with what you're saying. Because all of us out here watching the same thing. I don't know how you see something different than I see. It's your assessment. I'm not going to fight you. Quick telephone call, 30 seconds. Call the other line with this live. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Next call. Caller, you got 30 seconds. Okay. Let me see if I got any more text going through. I want to say these things. Now, what this masterclass was for me was that what comes to the forefront in media, there has been significant conversation in terms of traditional media, print media, and the responsibility that we have to ensure that we dot all our I's and cross all our T's in the capacity that we sit in. It doesn't negate and go against the fact that socially we've already heard the smoke. We've seen the smoke and heard the murmurs. Okay? Socially, we've seen the smoke and heard the murmurs. What Ingram did yesterday was to be able to smoke out a snake out of a hole. All right? That's what this was. This was a master class yesterday. The thing blew my mind. He committed himself. He said, we don't have a rocky relationship. We never had a rocky relationship. We used to go out all the time. We used to be able to be together. We did all these things. Read the article. The thing blew my mind. My mouth was open the entire time. My coffee was dropping out. I didn't even know. Burning my chin. And I'm reading this article. And I said, this man is a master. But what blew me away was the response that Minnis actually had when he indicated that, well, sometimes you need to create something unto yourself. But even if you find yourself distant and you need help, you go back to your mentors or some persons who have wisdom associated with that. My God, I say, mother's sick. These fellas sharp. And no fighting, just calm, poised approach to leadership. This was leadership 101. This was not necessarily 101. That was the introductory. This got to be 401, 410. This was a master class. This was worked, and I like this. I got to be able to commend these people and commend these things. Somebody said, the next leader is Chester Cooper. You got to be crazy. You can't even say that out loud. Why did you text it twice? As though this was a confirmation. You need to stop. 30 seconds. Call on the line. You got 30 seconds before I get out of here. Go ahead. You got 30 seconds, caller. Go ahead. Hello? No? No. All right. I'm not going to fight you guys. Tomorrow we're going to be able to pick this up where we left it off. I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to have a guest with me tomorrow, but we can dissect this together and be able to kind of, look at this and see exactly what it was. Masterclass. Masterful. The PLP needs to display what and Anton say demonstrate. And the FNM needs to convince. Not convince you of your leadership skills. You already got the office. Now you got to give a vision to execute and a course that people can travel. Let's make this thing happen. Our country is moving forward. Even in the Christmas time, we're getting presents to indicate that it's going to be a plus 24. Guys, that's a show today. I want to thank you so very kindly for being able to join me today and tune in. If you want to be able to participate in a great deal of things, we got a couple live remotes. We can come down to your spot next week. Give me a shout, 827-0111. I want you to, nobody only call, man. Somebody call me and get this thing here. This is Dunkin' Donuts Road to Bay. I'm sorry, Dunkin' Donuts Junkanoo Jingle. To Bay 5K, right? So please give me a call. You got your Santa suit. You got everything here. 827-0111, 827-0111. Howard, I won't go running up and down in a Santa suit. This is the Santa suit, the whole thing here, waiting on you. You can give me a call even if I'm not here, 827-0111, and we get this thing for you. Just give me your name, your information, and we leave this at the desk for you. It's a beautiful day. Enjoy yourself. Go out there, do something festive. Do something that's memorable. Do something with your family. We're going to see you tomorrow, Friday, right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Howard Grant and your company, The Foundation. Have a beautiful day, guys. We're going to see you tomorrow. Godspeed.